Welcome to TOOMA Time, the home of the Talking Out of My Ass Award. Our award for this show goes to Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan for their absolute lies.
You are the TOOMA.
Yeah! The last thing I'm going to show you is how nasty Mitt Romney gets when he doesn't get his way, when he's pushed too far. And a little surprise at the tail end, too. So take a look.
I'm speaking. The newspaper. I'm speaking.
You got a surprised look at your face. Wait, wait. It's still my time.
Look, let me speak. Then you get to speak. Okay?
Would you please wait? Are you just going to keep talking? Yes, you're going to let me finish with what I have to say?
I'm glad you're on Social Security. Hold on just a moment. Hold on just a moment. Hold on just a moment. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
You had your turn. You had your turn, man. Let me have mine. Let me have mine.
That's my view. You may disagree with it. That's my view. But my view is...
You have a problem with allowing someone to finish speaking. And I'd suggest that if you want to become president of the United States, you got to let both people speak. So first, let me speak.
Listen to my words. Right? Listen to my words.
The last 4 years, you cut permits and licenses on federal land and federal waters in half.
Not true, Governor Romney.
So how much did you cut them by?
Not true.
By how much did you cut them by then?
Governor, we have actually produced more oil.
No. How much did you cut licenses and permits on federal land and federal waters?
Governor Romney, here's what we did. There were a whole bunch of oil companies.
No, I had a question, and the question was, how much did you cut them by?
You want me to answer
How much did you cut them by?
I'm happy to answer the question.
All right, and it is?
Here's what, when it's most profitable for you, these are public lands. So if you want to drill on public lands, you use it or you lose it.
Okay, now
and so what we did was take away those leases, and we are now reletting them so that we can actually make a profit.
And production on government lands is down.
No, it isn't.
Production on government land of oil is down 14%.
Governor,
and production on gas is down 9%.
It's just not true.
It's absolutely true. Look, there's no question but that the people recognize that we have not produced more oil and gas on federal lands and in federal waters. Mr. President, have you looked at your pension? Have you looked at your pension?
I've got to say.
Mr. President, have you looked at your pension?
You know, I don't look at my pension. It's not as big as yours, so it doesn't take as long.
Let me give you some. I think it's interesting. The president just said something which is that on the day after the attack, he went in the Rose Garden and said that this was an act of terror.
That's what I said.
You said in the Rose Garden, the day after the attack, it was an act of terror. It was not a spontaneous demonstration. Is that what you're saying?
Please proceed, Governor.
I want to make sure we get that for the record, because it took the president 14 days before he called the attack in Benghazi an act of terror.
Get the transcript.
He did, in fact, sir. So let me call it an act of terror.
Can you say that a little louder, Candy?
He did call it an act of terror.
What is it like for you to hear the President of the United States call your dad a liar? How do you react to that?
Well, jump out of your seat and you want to rush down the debate stage and take a swing at him. But you know you can't do that because, well, first because there's a lot of Secret Service between you and him, but also because this is the nature of the process.
Now, the banks aren't bad people. They're just overwhelmed right now.
You know, I think it's about envy. I think it's about class warfare.
$10,000? $10,000 bet?
I'm not concerned about the very poor. I'm not concerned about the 95% of Americans who right now are struggling. And I'm concerned about the very heart of America. That, by the way, I'm in this race because I care about the very rich. And there's no question I'll continue to take that message across the nation.
My campaign is about the 1%. The 1%. The 1%.
I'm Mitt Romney.
And I approve this message.